All right, we're back, and listen up. This might be the most important video I make. If you're just starting out, like 100%, you need to watch this video because I made a ton of mistakes, and I still make mistakes, but you guys can learn from these and save a ton of time. Now, if you guys are already successful, you guys are having a business, making like 10 grand a month, whatever, obviously you guys don't have to watch this video. I mean, you can if you want. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you not to watch it. But I'm saying there's a lot of mistakes if you're just starting out that you will make. And I'm like, this video is gonna be real. Like, I see a lot of videos out there, like these agency guys, like, oh, I'm making 20 grand a month, 100 grand a month. I'm like, brother, like, you're not breaking it down, like how you doing it, how you delivering it. Because let me tell you guys, let's just get straight into the nitty gritty. Okay, this video is gonna be fucking high level, in the trenches, in the thick of it, talking about like actually building an agency and the real shit of it. Because you see all these people on social media, they're like, yeah, my agency got to 20 grand in 6 months, and we just had sales, and we are just doing cold calls, and then we started running ads. It's like, bro, that's like only half the story. Like, half the story is getting clients. That's easy. Like, any sort of agency can get clients because people will always need an agency, whether it's lead generation, appointment setting, lead qualification, a closing appointment set, whatever it may be, like a growth agency, you name it, A to Z. Like, people will always need an agency. Getting clients is like, I hate to say the easy part. It's not the easy part, obviously, but like, that's not the real bottleneck in an agency. An agency's real bottleneck is the fucking fulfillment. It's the delivery. It's like actually getting results for your client for a few reasons. One, because you're not going to be able to sell shit if you don't actually get people results. At least I can. Like, ethically, if I know I can't deliver, I'm not like, I can sell it, but I'm not going to do a good job at selling it. I'm not going to feel good. They're not going to feel good. Like, it's just bad all around. And then two, they're not going to want to stay. Like, if you can't deliver on what you're selling, your clients aren't going to stay. So you're going to have a churn problem. You're always going to need new clients. So half of the battle of building an agency is just building either a product or service that actually delivers what you're selling. Okay. And so all these people that are like, hey, we got to 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month, 50 grand a month. Our agency got here. It's like, okay, great. Like, how are you delivering? Oh yeah, we run ads or we do appointments. Okay, but like, what specifically? Because I'm talking to these gym owners, I'm doing cold event, they're doing this, and that. So I feel like a lot of people either gatekeep, or maybe I'm just retarded. Like, I'll take that. Like, maybe I'm just retarded. Like, they're telling us everything, I just don't know how to do it. Who knows? But from what I've seen, like, they'll share, like, yeah, we just started running ads, and the speed to lead, or like the appointment setting, or as far as like we're doing Instagram DMs, and that's what we did differently. It's like, okay, was that really it though? And so that's why I'm going to share with you guys like the actual realness of what it fucking looks like. I'm going to be super vulnerable, like very transparent, so you guys see. It's like, damn, that's a pain in the ass. That's what I wanted to, like, that's why this video is going to be the most important video I give you guys, because it's going to show you guys like the actual results that I've gotten my client, and like how long it took me to get them, so that you guys can do it even faster, to be honest. Or you guys can do the same thing I'm doing. I don't care. So yeah, the results, the delivery, the fulfillment, that's what makes an agency hard, and that's what I'm gonna share with you guys. So first, let's do the weekly accountability. I don't know why I want to do this. I might start doing it. I don't know, but I just wanted to do it with you guys because last Sunday I posted a video. I showed you guys, the 30-day accountability, but now it's been a week and I posted another video, so I kind of show you guys how we did. So obviously, Monday we stayed pretty much on track. We did the 6 a.m., the deep work, the skill learning, 100 reach outs every day. We've been reading. Bed by 9:30, train, sober, track my meals, journal. Did I produce measurable results, and then build or lead a relationship? I changed those two, so like just forget those two because I'm not gonna do that anymore. Every 30 days, I'm gonna change them so that every month is different, but they're not getting mixed up with the prior month. You guys, yeah. And so obviously, Saturday today, I did wake up at 6 a.m. I probably did around like 4 to 5 hours of deep work, but this counts. This is gonna give me like another hour and a half. Doing this YouTube video. Appointments booked, none. 100 reach outs, yes. Did I refine or automate a piece of my process? I'd say yes. Yeah. The list building that I did today. Bed by 9:30, probably not. I'm gonna train today, sober, maybe. Track my meals, yes. Journal. Did I produce measurable results? Yes. And then build or lead a relationship? Yes. So we still have a few more that might get filled in or might not. Appointments booked is probably not gonna get filled in. Bed by 9:30, and then I might have a drink tonight. We'll see. But that's it. That's really the weekly accountability. November, I want to have it at around this, if not better, which might be tough, but we can do it. Obviously, we did October. We can do November. Let's get back to, like I was saying, the results that I've been able to produce for my client. And like I said, I might have gone on a tangent there, but the point I was trying to get across is there's two overarching themes when you're building an agency. Obviously, you need sales. You need to get clients to fulfill. But once you have that, especially if you know how to hunt, especially you know how to prospect, you've had a sales job before, like you know how to get clients. That's not then that doesn't become the problem for you. The problem becomes, how do I deliver on these clients? Because you don't need 50 clients, nor do you want 50 clients as an agency. You want 10 good clients. Like if you can't deliver, you can't get them results. Like how the hell are they going to stay? How the hell are they going to pay you? How are you even going to sell them and feel good about it? And then like, yeah, I mean, how are you going to have a business? That's not a business, right? It's a scam. That's a scam. You know what I mean? And so I feel like a lot of people on social media, like I've been saying, they're like, oh yeah, we're doing 50 grand a month, and we do their ads and we do the follow up, and it's like, okay, we do the ads. I got some ads and some leads, but like they're already doing this and they don't like the results. So like, are you guys doing something different? Because I'm talking to these people on the phone. They're like, yeah, we've been running ads. I get like 50 leads a month, and you know maybe 8 of them convert, and I got like 8 clients, and I hate that, and it's not enough money. It's like, so where the fuck? Where am I supposed to get paid? Like if I get them 20 appointments through Facebook ads and I handle the follow up, that am I still like, is that still not good? So I don't know if there's a piece of the puzzle that I'm missing, or maybe I'm just retarded. Like I'll take that. Like I'll take that jab if I have to. But I feel like some agencies are like, I don't know, like they're not giving away everything. Whereas I'm gonna give away fucking everything here. I'm gonna give away the farm because it's not a lot that I'm giving away. But you know, the way that I started doing is when I was making calls, I started talking literally like the first or second day. I started making these calls to these gym owners because I had switched from accounting to talking to gym owners. And I was talking to them, they're all saying, yeah, we've been running ads, doing the social media, we've done that, we've had an agency. Like the gym industry has just been ran through. Like post Hormozy, forget about it. And so they've all heard the spiel. We're gonna get you leads, we're gonna follow up, we're gonna 15, and you don't pay us this, that, yada yada yada, etc. They've heard it fucking all. So like, bro, I am not making any progress. Like I need to change something. I need to just do like a 180. I need to flip something. And I realized this like the first day. And so I'm like, you know what? I started talking to this lady, and she's like, yeah, I'm working with an agency right now. They've been charging me $3 grand a month the past like 6 months, and I've basically gotten like 0 results, maybe 1 or 2 clients. I was like, are you telling me I'm not even making that much money? And okay. Anyways, so I started thinking like, okay, well, I'm actually trying to help her now. I'm like, have you done like a reactivation campaign before? It's like, yeah, I'm sure you have like leads in your system, right? From 6 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever. A year ago, people who used to show up, now they canceled, past members, whatever. Have you done a reactivation? I just thought it just came out. She's like, no, I haven't really thought about it. I'm like, okay, we can do that for you. I just started pulling the shit out of my ass. Long story short, though, I'm like, wait, she had never really heard of that. She never really thought about it. She had heard of it, but she hadn't done it yet. It's not something she had done yet. So I'm like, wait, I can start throwing this into my offer just so my offer stands out, so it doesn't sound like all the other offers. The reactivate. So I started leading with that. I'm like, yeah, listen. On my calls, I was like, yeah, listen, I'm sure you're getting a bunch of people who are calling you, wanting to do your ads, your Facebook, your social media, your market, this, that, the other. That's not what we do. Right? Obviously, it's what we do. And I would even tell them, I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's not what we do, John. Obviously, that is what we do, but that's more on the long-term base. That's more on the long-term partners. What we like to do on the front end is a reactivation campaign. And I'll tell you why we do it. It's because we see that a lot of times gyms have a list of past leads, past members, people who showed up, canceled, tried it, whatever it may be, and they're not active. We run an offer to that list, and we turn them into active clients to win-win for everybody. You don't spend anything on ads. It's all profits to your bottom line. We get paid out of the money that we find. It's a win-win for everybody. And from there, if you want to keep working with us, you can long-term. And then that was kind of how I started pitching it. And it sounds different. It feels different than like, okay, still performance-based, still low risk. It's not the ads guy like it. So if you can just even wrap your offer differently, that even on a cold call, it's fucking better. Just because if you sound like everybody else, they're going to fucking, like, yeah, I'm not interested. I already did it. I'm already working with somebody, and you're just going to get deleted. So that's kind of how I started pitching it. I don't know if that helps you guys, but so the reactivation campaigns, that's what I'm pitching, and that's what I'm kind of been focusing on, trying to get, traction, trying to get some results. And I did, like, I'm going to show you guys right here. I'm sharing my screen. The second campaign I did, so the first was First Lady, and the second one I did was October 23rd to the 30th. You can see it's recent, literally like 2 days ago, 3 days ago it ended. And obviously the goal was to reactivate past members, trial users, cold leads within a 7-day SMS and email automation, promoting $162 paid unlimited monthly membership. And so the results, I got the dude 4 recurring memberships. Like, I was hyped about that. Let me tell you, that's another thing. Let me tell you guys something. I see these other guys like, yeah, we got our client 30 new members in 2 weeks. I was like, sir, I'm like getting hyped over 4 new members in 30 days. So I don't know if they're bullshitting. I don't know if they just know something that I don't know. If they're just better than me, I'm assuming they're probably just better than me, and I'll take that. That's fine. But I got hyped about the 4 members who got this guy because I haven't seen any results come through in all the effort that I've been making. So the 4 clients we got this guy, I got hyped. I'm like, fuck, at least it works. Now I just need to make it a little bit better. If I double it next time, that's 8. Double it again, that's 16. You know, that's 32 there. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I can start seeing a little bit of, kind of where this can go. So 4 is obviously not like crazy. I was hyped. But when I got on the call with him, I'm like, listen, I know it's not a big deal. Like, this is not what I'm not even going to charge you. That's how small it, whatever. And so, but that's, $648 in monthly recurring revenue because he charged $162. And the promotion we did was 20% off. That's another thing. We did a 20% off promotion to his leads, $0 enrollment fee, and they get locked in for life. So that's kind of how we should, and we did it to about like 2,800 leads. From 2,800, well, I mean, you can see here, they were all 6 months or older. 14% of them were past members, 5% were trials, and 82% were cold leads, not interested, etc. So it's about 2,870 total. Now, top of funnel, we had like 1,250 clicks. From that, about 194 unique viewers on the page. And then we had 4 signups. So from the 194 unique viewers on the page, we had about 4 signups. Deliverability on the emails was 97%. The open rate was about 49%. The delivery on the SMS was about 99. And then the click rate on the SMS, 6 to 9%. That was the main conversion driver. A lot of the SMS messages, they're the ones who drive the clicks to the landing page. And then opt-outs was about 1%. So yeah, you guys see those numbers. So the 4 out of 1, about 2% of the people who went on the website, 2% of them converted, which I'd like to see higher, and it's going to be higher, I think, next time. And you kind of see the segments that so I had 4 days I warmed it up, kind of the segments, how I broke down in the campaign. I warmed them up for 4 days. So for 4 days, I was letting them know, hey, we have a big offer coming on Friday. Hey, the next day, hey, did you reply why if you want to get early access to the offer, 20% off, this, that. The next day, 48 hours, we're dropping it. It's going to be live, 24 hours out. So I warmed them up and I prepared them for 4 days. And then the day it went live was probably our best day, the launch day, the highest engagement. And then after that, it stayed kind of steady for the next 2 to 3 days. You can kind of see the emails, the SMS click percent was still 6 to 9%. And then after like day 5 to 6, it started dropping off. We started hitting caps on the SMS sending limit as well because we were sending morning and afternoon ones before it closed out. And yeah, that was it. So past members were about 50% open rate, 6 to 9% click rate. Tried it was 39 to 49 with 2 to 40% click rate. And then opens for the cold leads were 45 to 46 with about 6 to 9% clicks. The thing that surprised me here was the 4 members we got, 2 of them were past members. Obviously, it's not surprising, right? Past members, that they know what you offer, they know what you sell. You're giving them a discount, promotion, they're going to come back. So that is surprising. But the other 2 didn't even come from Tried It. They came from cold leads. The Tried It's were probably like the worst leads. You can see here the open rates and the click rates. So sometimes the cold leads are the best guys. If you guys are doing a reactivation campaign, if you're doing ads, whatever it may be, the people who just come in, they try it for a week and then they don't go back. Sometimes the cold leads are even better. They haven't tried it before, but they showed interest at some point. Just some food for thought. Like I said, it's nitty gritty. It's real right here. They're not showing you this on the agency channels. I'm just kidding. Probably because it's trash, but whatever. So yeah, that's kind of the results from that. Obviously, the wins were proof of market interest, the low opt-outs, high deliverability. Now the bottlenecks, it wasn't really the failed card payments. It was mainly the low landing page conversion. I say that was the biggest bottleneck. Because we've got 194 unique people on the landing page and only 4 checked out. Bro, it should be at least like 15, I'd say, yeah. So I should have been calling them. I should have been after, I didn't have an automation, but after they go on the landing page, like an automation to follow up with them. Hey, we saw you checked it out, but you didn't buy. Text and emails, and then we call. That would have bumped it up by like another 4 or 5 people. So that's what we're going to do next time. And I'm going to be calling the leads as well. We're going to do a campaign for all the ones that didn't buy that went on the landing page. So yeah, quick wins for the next run. Add a clicker, retarget, like I just said. Dynamic counter, that's another thing. I told them, hey, all next week, we're going to be running a 7-day campaign, or we're going to be running a campaign. I'm not even going to give a timeline. I'm not going to let them know it's 7 days long next time. What I'm going to do is warm them up for 4 days. Hey, 4 days, on Friday, we're dropping something big. Hey, did you register why yet? Hey, 48 hours left, 24 hours left. Boom, it's launch day. And then I'm not going to say anything. They're not going to know how long it lasts. Like, oh, maybe it's just today, whatever. 15 spots left the next day. Hey, 10 spots left. And just let them know how many spots left without a time. Like, don't put a time constraint on it. Just literally scarcity and like no floor. The floor is, when it sells out. That's going to be better. I think, and then simplify the checkout can always be better. And then maybe put some social proof, like made a week, after the launch day, maybe put some social proof. Who knows? We'll see. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then I kind of showed him next steps. I told him next steps would be to reach out to the 194 people that went on the landing page, put them in a campaign, email SMS campaign, and call all of them to try to get them to buy still. And then from there, run the same reactivation campaign that we just did that got 4 members to his leads that are, 6 months or newer. So most recent ones all the way to 6 months, because the ones we just did, the 2,800 whatever, that was 6 months and older. So I told him, let's do the 6 months and newer, and he said, let's do 3 to 6 months. I was like, okay, fine. So we're doing the 3 to 6 months now. We're gonna do the 194, then we're gonna do 3 to 6 months, and then I told him after that we should start running ads. And so we're gonna see how that goes. Ads is tricky though, because all these gyms, like I've been saying, like that's why I'm sharing with you guys. That's why I'm making this video. Ads are tricky because they're already running them. They're getting leads. Yeah, the follow-up, that's what we're going to handle. And that's why I still have yet to see maybe like if I just follow up and we call them, speed to lead, and maybe that's the magic formula. But in my experience, there's never like a magic formula. Anyway, so what else was I going to share with you guys? That's kind of where we're at. I'm onboarding another boot camp. I'm working with 3 niches right now. That's another thing I want to tell you guys. If you guys are starting an agency, your agency is going to fall in one of the 3 big niches: health, wealth, or relationships, because any business falls into those. Your business is either in the health space, it's either in the money space, wealth space, or it's in the relationship space. So once you have your niche, there's a million niches inside health, a million niches inside wealth, a million niches inside relationship. But, as far as like gyms, still, that's another sub-segment. There's 24-hour gyms, there's big box chains, there's just box gyms, personal training gyms, functional fitness gyms, cycling studios, recovery gyms, there's so many types of gyms. The same is going to be for you guys' niche as well. There's so many different kinds of whatever it is you're targeting. And you don't want to get lost in the sauce, especially as an agency. Like an agency is people heavy, and it's, like I said, fulfillment heavy. Like you're already fucked when it comes to delivering on the client. You don't want to make it worse by like having 10 different types of clients that you need to deliver 10 fucking different things for, because each one's different. So you don't want to do that, because you're just going to be screwed and you're never going to. Right now, though, I'm working with 3 different niches, but each one's getting the reactivation campaign. So the boot camps, you're getting a reactivation campaign. Yoga studio, you're getting a reactivation campaign. Cycling studio, you got the reactivation campaign. We're doing ads now for it. It didn't really work. The yoga studio, the reactivation campaign kind of worked pretty well. We're going to see the boot camp how well it works. Now, the one that it works best for, that's the one I'm going to double down on. And then the ones that the ads work best for, that's the one. So you kind of want to, it's a little bit of a testing phase. You have to be patient, but that's what it is. Like you have to do a testing phase on what you're selling and see who the fuck gets the best results for it, especially in an agency, because like I keep saying, the fulfillment is what makes or breaks an agency. Like, that's literally what says if you get to 100K a month or you fucking stay broke, is can you deliver on what you're selling? So you want to test what you're selling, and you also want to test who you're selling it to. Because you can give somebody, reactivation campaign for a cycling studio, and they may do it, but then you give it to, a yoga studio and they get 30 new clients. Well, obviously you're going to go focus on yoga studios. But let's say you're running ads and the cycling studio does better. And then you want to start kind of seeing, okay, so maybe it's good for this in intro, but to keep them long term, or how can I package this to make it a long term thing? So that's another thing. If you guys are just starting out, I know they say, focus on one niche. Yeah, focus on one niche. Like gym owners is a niche, but there's still a bunch of different types of gym owners, a sub market inside that market. There's always going to be sub markets inside your market. So you want to test out, you want to throw some hooks out and see which one bites the best. If that's what you guys are doing. So yeah, like I said, do that. And then, like I said, another thing, I wouldn't have figured this out, the reactivation camp, if I wasn't just instantly calling my market. That's another thing you guys want to do. Like once you guys are like, I'm going to start working with this person and I'm going to do a marketing agency. Like that same day, you should be cold calling them. Why? You don't even know you don't have to know what you're going to sell. You don't have to know your script. Just start calling them, because they're going to give you everything you need to know. Trust me. If you're just let's say I'm working with hair salons. Hey, this Esteban, I work with some hair salons in the area. We help them get new business. They're going to tell you everything they need, everything you need to know about selling to hair salons. They'll tell you. we've been burned, this works, this doesn't work, this, that. The market's going to tell you what they fucking need. You don't need to go and watch a YouTube video. So as soon as you figure out who you want to sell, just start fucking calling them right away. They're going to tell you everything you need to know. That's literally what they did. So that's the biggest advice I can give you guys. I wanted to make this video, we're on 18 minutes now. Holy shit, I can talk a lot. I wanted to make this video though because if you guys are starting, you guys want to start an agency, it's fucking shit. It's all shit. I'm not making money. I don't know if I ever will make money. If you guys want that shit where it's like, oh, I'm making 20 grand a month and I was broke, go watch another YouTube because I'm still broke. Like, I don't know how they cracked it, but maybe I'm just retarded. I could be just retarded. Maybe they're smarter than me, or maybe they just worked harder. But I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm gonna keep fucking, showing up till I do figure it out. But, don't get discouraged by seeing other people who are like, it's like, oh yeah, you just need to make 100 calls a day. It's not that easy, bro. Like, it's delivery. Like, it's the other half of it. You know what I mean? That's another thing, actually. I want to talk about is the whole hustle culture shit. I've had like a few. I've gnawed on it like back and forth a few times in my head. But the way I see it is, if you drink too much alcohol, it's bad for you. If you eat too much broccoli, it's bad for you. Okay. Too much oxygen is bad for you. Too much sleep is bad for you. Okay. You walk too much is bad for you. You train too much is bad for you. But if you have sex too much is bad. Like, anything too much is bad for you. But if you work, you can't work too much apparently. How the fuck is that different? Like, too much of anything is not good for you. So all these people are like, oh, you can never work too much. You can always work harder, retarded. And I'm not saying to be lazy. Like, I like working hard, but I felt too much into it. So like, oh, I need to work even harder, 12 hours just all day, every day. It's like, shut the fuck up now. That's not the answer, bro. That's not the answer. And I come from an immigrant family. They worked in the fields, like, hard work. You just typing buttons isn't hard work. You know what I mean? So work smart, not hard, but work hard on working smart, if that makes sense. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for today. The results, agency update. Don't make the same mistakes I made in that. Who you go after. Well, I guess, yeah, that's really it. I mean, I wouldn't have learned that if I didn't make that mistake. But yeah, I mean, now you guys know, pick a niche, go, look at different businesses inside that niche, offer them the same thing and see what works best and kind of go from there. So other than that, we'll see you guys in the next video, and heck yeah, talk to you guys soon.